Welcome to Brand Lover, honest, real, and lively conversations for flourishing entrepreneurs and budding business owners on a mission to cultivate a heartfelt brand that connects with their purpose-driven mission. My hope is that you walk away feeling inspired and refreshed with a weekly takeaway in your back pocket that you can apply to your life or business. Faith plays an integral role in any kind of development or growth. Anything scary that stretches us out of our comfort zone is usually fueled by faith. Faith being the belief in things unseen. Faith is what facilitates hope. And without hope, we have nothing to strive towards. So when you first started your business, you believed it would be successful. Otherwise, why would you have taken that first scary, wobbly step in the first place? You had faith. But it's one thing to have faith, this belief in things unseen, and another thing to have a depth of faith that drives you into action. And if you're a business owner, you will already know this, because here is the key. Faith is fruitless without action. If you truly believe in your brand, sometimes you will be required to take steps. Literally in the dark, you will be stretched, tested, and sometimes you might feel like giving up. And it's true that nothing in business is guaranteed, but if you don't take the steps, you will never know. And if you don't take the steps, you will never learn. So once we take the leap into the unknown, we can either experience the fruits of our faith or learn from our hiccups for the next time we take a leap, which makes us more prepared. So another thing to remember is that sometimes we just are knocking on a particular door, we're bashing it down. Sometimes we're even on our knees screaming when all we need to do is turn around and there's a much nicer door that is wide open and easy for us to pass through. So while we need to keep moving forward in faith, we also need to keep our eyes open for new opportunities, which leads me to my next topic, in that coming to the end of this year, reflecting, time of a reflection at this time of year, and sort of the time that business owners start to think about how to reflect on their numbers and see what's been working and what they're sort of planning for 2023. And unfortunately, it's no secret that consumer behavior has changed over the past few years. The marketplace is profoundly different, particularly in the online space. Things are not as they once were. So many things have been impacted and have even affected marketing in general. So the thing that I need you to remember is that if you stop moving, if things haven't quite gone your way, and I know that feeling where you just feel like throwing it in the towel, but if you stop moving and if you give up, you will wither. Motivation will just dry up. It will wane, and all of your dreams will shrivel up. Your faith that perhaps once was, flourishing and thriving, because it's not being fed, it will just shrink and dissipate. So if you keep the motivation, if you keep the faith, if you keep moving forward in faith during the hard times, the challenging times, which I know a lot of business owners are in right now, I think everybody has experienced challenges and different types of challenges, new challenges, things that have once worked beautifully in the marketing of their business are not quite working the same. But if you keep moving forward, even if you're not quite sure where you are going, you will emerge on the other side of this period with a stronger, more fruitful brand. It is the businesses that are keeping the faith and walking through the darkness who will come out the other side and emerge fruitfully, if that makes sense. So with that said, if you haven't heard the news, I have just opened applications for a brand new, unique mastermind experience for heart-centered female entrepreneurs ready to live a life of impact, surrounded by people who understand you and support you and encourage you. It is called the Kindred Collective. It is for those who are tired of the hustle, feeling conflicted by the constant push and pull of mum life versus business life and that success mentality, and ready to learn how to kiss traditional business goodbye to start actually taking intentional steps towards their dream life and really, truly discovering how to live a life of purpose on purpose and how business and life can integrate together. So a little bit of background. The first thing that we do when we're establishing a brand, and I do this with my clients and I do it inside my branding course, Brand Alchemy, is to cast your vision. It's exciting. And it's, we were talking earlier about that, that first step in business, to have that faith, to have that vision. But then navigating business in the day-to-day, it looks much different than this lofty, exciting vision that we crafted in our head. And it can steer us off course because, in our everyday lives, we're influenced by those around us. We're influenced by not only other business owners, we're influenced by social media and who we're following. We're influenced by our friends. We're influenced by our family and their opinions of us. We're influenced by how other people are running their business. We want to validate our choices to friends and family. We want to feel validated. But in doing so, we end up sort of merging with what others perceive as successful or what we should or shouldn't be doing. So we end up drifting and wake up one day living a life that is far from what we envisioned running a business from home around our family would look like. And that's like a slap in the face. And it has, it's become stressful perhaps. It's hard. It is not an easy thing to do this. It is a romantic notion. I'd get it. And there's a lot to be grateful for when you do get this balance right. But it is incredibly difficult because there's no precedent that's been set around what this actually looks like. And it comes with all sorts of challenges that we never signed up for. It comes with challenges that no one in our circle has come up against before. Not to mention the mindset and the personal convictions that are challenged almost daily. So you might have also heard the expression that you are your brand, but it's simply not true. You represent your brand, yes, but you are not your brand. There's so much more to you than just your brand. There's so much more to you than just running a business from home. There's so much more to you as a wife, a mother, a sister, a friend, an auntie, a grandmother, and all these other things that come together to form who we are that make you incredibly special. You are personally connected to your brand, yes, because obviously you started it to fulfill a need or to, express something creatively. And so, yes, you're personally connected to your brand. Maybe your brand can't even exist without you as the business owner. But I can tell you something right now is that you can exist without your brand. And that's the game changer. That's this freeing thing. The Kindred Collective is unique in that it's a mastermind, which is a meeting of the minds. But it's also a developmental pathway. So if you're ready to truly step into the life that is going to fill you with contentment and gratitude each day, using your business as a tool to get you there, then the Kindred Collective is for you. You'd feel right at home with this beautiful bunch of ladies. The other thing I want to point out is that it's super easy to get carried away, to journal and dream of some flamboyant lifestyle that your multi-billion-dollar brand is going to open up for you. And sure, that might happen one day, but is that truly what you want or need right now? Does that align with your values and vision that you have for your family? And is that realistic? Is that what you truly want? All that goes along with that? These are the types of things that we're going to be opening up. I want to lead you first on a journey inward so that you can take courageous steps towards making proactive decisions in your business that are right for you, that are faith-fueled, but are going to be aligned for you without having to validate them to anybody else. And then we will steadily progress into streamlining your business, focusing on what's most important to take leaps and bounds towards living the life that you're dreaming of right now. So if you're feeling confused in your business and you're not sure which road to take next, or you feel like you had a great start, but you've fallen out of love with what you're doing, maybe there's a little bit of burnout and disillusionment. Maybe you have had setbacks, but you're still holding on to faith and you need a support network to drive you to the next level. Or maybe you have, maybe you've got one foot in a full-time job and one foot in your side hustle, but you're ready to take the bravest leap of your life and go all in. Then the Kindred Collective is going to be for you. We are going to be your support system for 6 months. And I have been asked, why 6 months? Why not 3 months? Or why not make it a course? Well, it could have been a course, it's true, but I have come to experience and know that true change requires altering your thoughts, habits, and mindset. And to do this, you need time and the right people surrounding you. The Kindred Collective will be your people, and the Kindred Collective will continue to be your people long after this experience is finished. It is designed to facilitate relationships, connection, and support within the circle for many years to come. This is not necessarily a results-driven mastermind, as in results, financial, monetary, number-based results, although that's obviously part of running a profitable business. But this mastermind in particular is for women who want to live a life authentically, aligned with their values and personality, so that they can truly live a life of purpose on purpose. Okay? We're not necessarily about striving for 7 figures and sacrificing all else to get there. We're not about KPIs. We will be measuring our success much differently. We're not about pressure. We're not about timelines, and we're not about masculine energy. We are about feminine energy and really using our strengths to carry us forward. We are about working creatively, using tools and strategies to build a brand that is not only impactful, but smart, profitable, and aligns with how we want to live our lives. We are about moving forward with faith to create a fruitful, balanced, and impactful life, using our business to do good, be good, and create good. So I'm so excited that applications are open. They are open until the 30th of November. So that is not too far away now. Some spaces have already been reserved, and spaces are incredibly limited because the intimacy of this mastermind is incredibly important, because it's a safe, intimate space. So if you have any questions at all, please send me an email. I'll put my email address down below in the show notes. I'll put the link also to the Kindred Collective page, and you can check it out, submit your application, and I cannot wait to hear from you. Thank you so much for listening. If you loved this week's episode of Brand Lover, take a screenshot of wherever you're listening and share your biggest takeaway on Instagram or Facebook, and don't forget to tag me. I'd love to give you a shout out and thank you personally. Also, feel free to subscribe and leave a review to help the Brand Lover podcast reach more heart-aligned entrepreneurs just like yourself. Thanks again, and I'll see you next week.